Welcome back, everybody. Friday, 10 a.m. Not a morning person, not going to lie to you. However, I wanted to get on here, try to make a difference on streams because I've missed two. I've had a ton of kids. Sorry, kids kind of come first around here, so haven't had the time to really get on here and do the lives that I wanted to do. So here we are. Welcome to Crypto Before Dark. Going to talk a little bit about, excuse me, going to talk a little bit about Solana tonight, or today. I'm sorry, it's tonight over there in Europe for you guys, or over there on the other side of the world for you guys and gals, whatever you call yourself. So, wanted to break down some stuff that I hear. I wanted to break down some stuff that I see, talk a little bit about it. But as you guys know, I don't do the big hype stuff. And honestly, there's a lot of hype involved with Solana. And I kind of don't fully get it. I think this is a common misconception that a lot of people have fallen for. And I don't want that same thing to happen again. We've seen this play out before. We've seen these cards fall, if you will. And I want people to get suckered into the same mistakes that happened before. They will happen again. And when they do happen, failure will result. So, obviously, we only have 10 people on. I don't really care. We only have 4 likes, but go hit like for me. Why not? It's free. The more likes we get, the higher up YouTube pushes us, and that'll be dope. The higher up we get, the better. Hang on one second. My phone is blowing up. Got more kids to pick up here shortly, so that's what I'm seeing now. All right. So, again, we're going to start with Solana here and work our way through it. I don't really want to talk about what it is. It doesn't matter to me. As you know around here, it's charts first when it comes to investments. I don't care about all the other information. It doesn't matter to me. And I want to compare some stuff to ETH and kind of compare some stuff to Cardano, because this is what happens a lot. It gets compared to or diversed with, and I don't really want that. You have to chart everything separately and independently. And we've seen that evidence over and over and over again. Okay. So who's on here first? I'm sorry. Ray with TA says, I'm not able to watch, but I'll watch later. That's awesome, dude. No worries. Frog with a hat says, I'll be at work. No problem. Don't worry about it. Emmanuel Machado, what's up? John, goodbye. Good to see you, brother. Chris Gadas, good to see you. Emmanuel Machado, there again, Portugal. That's awesome, by the way. From Portugal. We're from over here in South Carolina, all the way to Portugal, dude. That's cool as hell to me. Justin Dodge says, hello, Professor. Hello, it's Keith, or Simp Keith, or Professor Keith, or Professor, whatever you want to call me. I'm cool with it. I'm still stuck in along with ETH. Any ideas what to do? You're getting wrecked. That's what's going to happen. We'll talk about that in a second. DZ said, what's up? Texas Plate says, what's up, Professor Simp? Good to see you, bro. Gabo says, yo. Got my one-on-one with Keith tomorrow. Bring on the education. Awesome, brother. I look forward to seeing you. I will be there. I don't miss classes. I have missed 2 ever. 2. And I was able to tell the person slightly beforehand that I was going to miss it. Life happens, okay? Some things are out of our control, and we just try to make the best of it. So, Rope-a-dope, what's up, dude? What's up, Kelly Slade? Good to see you, man. So, when it comes to Solana, let's start on the high time frames, okay? There isn't a ton of chart here. There just isn't. So, since there's not a ton of chart, let's look at what we do have. I'll start on the monthly first, and we'll kind of work around. This chart only goes back to May 1st of 20. Why? Because that's kind of when it was created and kind of when it was started. Now, as you see, this thing has done nothing but go up since then. It's been on a steady incline since day one. This has been a massive, massive uptrend. There are some technical markers here that have never broken, that are recently breaking. What are they? Well, let's break them down a little bit as we see. First of all, let's just go through the trend, right? We had a low, we had a high, we had a higher low, we had a higher high, we had a higher low, we had a higher high, we had a higher low, and then problems happened. All this was uptrend. Then we had a lower high, which wasn't great, followed by now, this was our last low, this will be our next one. Let's step down to the weekly because we're out of data. Okay, let's get a little closer look here. So as you see, nothing but low, high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, problem child, lower high, lower low. So clearly here we've started a downtrend. As I've said a million times before, there is not a single asset on the world that I'm going to buy in a downtrend. Why? Why is that? Why would I not buy it if I think it's at the bottom? Number one, you don't know where the bottom is. Neither do I. We can try to get close. And that's exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to try to get close. What I'm not going to do is I'm not going to be a sucker, and I'm not going to buy something that's going to continue to fall in value. That's just not smart. There are times to make emotional decisions. And with investments, there is never the right time to do that. You're only ever going to lose. So don't do it. It's only ever going to cost you money. I don't want to see you lose money. I want to see you make money. And if that's the case, you got to be smart enough to know that when it's dropping in value, I don't want it. I want it when it hits the bottom and right close to it, let's buy it. We don't have to buy the perfect bottom. Yes, you can. Yes, you can buy the perfect bottom. Is it worth the risk? And that's for everyone to decide on their own. At what point is the risk too much risk? At what point should I have not tried to buy that? At what point did I buy it and that was a mistake? Right? We're not going to make that mistake with Solana here. We're going to be smart with this. And I'm going to follow this Solana move all the way through here from now on. I'm going to make a note on my paperwork every time I do this because I write everything down, folks. Everything I do, I write down. I'm going to write all this down, and I'm going to continue to document what's going on with Solana little by little. Of course, you'll be able to go back and watch these live streams and be able to see what's going on, but not the point. I want you to be able to follow this little by little. JG877 call cashing out. JG Wentworth, what's up, brother? Good to see you. Rope-a-dope says morning. Architecture 23 says hello. What's up? What's up, Mel Wee? Good to see you. James White from the OZ. What's up, dude? Nate Lambo. Good to see you, bro. I ain't seen Nate Lambo on here in a minute. Good to see you. Anon says, hey, Keith and crew in the chat. What's up, man? How's everybody doing today, JH? I'm doing pretty damn good, dude. I got a busy day, but life is as such, is it not? He's got kids to deal with. Probably no. If we donate, you gonna take a shot? Yeah, don't do that. I got to go get kids. I got a meeting to go to. I can't get drunk I can't get drunk before that. I'll get drunk at night, okay? But not during the day. I don't want to do that during the day. Game Gym. Maybe that's what he means. Game G. I'm just gonna say, good to see you, brother. Morning. Morning, Carbon Crypto. What's up? Good to see you. Y'all go hit like real quick. Why not? So again, I've seen nothing now but a downtrend with lower highs and lower lows. Now that we're out of data, let's go down to a lower time frame and look around a little bit more. But first, I will say that there is some support and resistance here on the weekly chart. This area right here, previous price action, creates a support and resistance area for us. As you see, we are still technically over that. From this area to this area, right about here is support. If we can hold this level, good. If we drop below this level, it is going to come down to the next level of support, which is very small right here. Very small little area right here that it could catch, but it's not very strong. Now, I've explained this before. The more price action you have, the more chop you have, the harder it is for the price to go downward through that or upward through that. When you only have a little like this, it's harder to get, it's easier to fall through or go through that. Okay. The next level of support and resistance is way the hell down here. Way down here for Solana. Man, that's going to suck, isn't it? That's going to suck if it falls all the way down to $4 and that shit's $38 right now. However, let's not forget Solana was $269 and it's already $38. Now imagine being the person who is buying at $238, talking about how this is going to be the next big thing, and it's $38 at the moment. It's down 80%. Was that the right thing to do? No, it was not the right thing to do. In fact, it was a smart thing to do to be careful here and sell when we had a sale. On the weekly chart, we had a sales signal on January 17th at $160. And before that, we had indications Fibonacci-wise that this thing may be topping out anyway. Let's look at that real quick. You see these boxes that I've drawn here. These boxes are important. I go to the monthly chart again. We'll pull up the all-time chart here. I'm sorry you hear my dogs in the background. No one is stopping them from making tons of noise. All right, let's go from this trend to the top here. As you see, these boxes are roughly the 382 fib, which rarely holds. And the 50 fib is down here, which has no support on the month. That's not great. However, all of this action right here is right in the sniper's alley, or $3 to $2. Boy, that's going to sting if it goes all the way down there, isn't it? People are really going to lose a lot of confidence in the team, aren't they? Well, I really don't care about any of that. You guys know that. I'm just here for the chart. So the fibs don't look great. And even if I stretch this down all the way to the bottom, it's still not great. That still tells me that 382 is likely to get hit, even if I stretch it all the way to the bottom, which I'm not exactly sure is the perfect thing to do here. But regardless, you're seeing that it doesn't look great. I don't see anything here aside from the temporary support it's catching right now. It's going to stop this thing from falling a little more. Now, what is a likely action to happen? I'll go ahead and erase some of this so it's a little cleaner. All right, so likely, let's grab our drawing tool. We're going to have something similar to this. First of all, this is a falling knife, and I have no idea exactly how far it's going to fall. No one does. Okay, it's already fallen a little too far, a little too fast. So I believe a relief bounce is in the works. So let's just be hypothetical here. Let's pull our pivots up and see where they're at. We're already fallen under S1. Oof, that's bad too. That's bad too. Nothing good to look at here on this chart. If you're hearing things hype on internet, turn it off because it's not helping you at all. You're losing money because of that hype. So I'm going to give us something like this, potentially hitting this and going back to this trend line and failing and giving us more down. Now, obviously, that is not a perfect drawing, and that's not perfectly to scale. This thing could fall farther down here. It could go dribble sideways and then fall. I don't have a crystal ball. I don't know. But if that does happen, you're going to get another lower high and another lower low, continuing downward with this theme over and over and over again. Now, can it catch support here at $23? Possibly. As we see, it bounced on it 3 times back here in the day. It's likely that it bounces here, but what's no given. And from $38 to $23 is another 30% from where you bought. So if you were to buy today. So that's not a great play either. The best play here on Solana is to sit back and wait. There's nothing about this that says hurry up and buy. Andrew, bro, what's up? Well, no, dude. That's Andrew right there. That's my good friend Andrew. He was with us in Vegas. One of my best people, dude. Can't do it without him. And that's him right there. He's at work because he's on YouTube at work. What's up, Ron Poteet? Good to see you, bro. Somebody beat you here. Liam Diesel, good morning, dude. What's up? Selling may go away. Heard that for the first time yesterday. That's pretty good, dude. The problem is no one's going to sell. People are just going to keep holding and get wrecked because they don't believe what I'm saying, right? And I can't really make you listen to any of this. All I can do is kind of show you on the chart what I mean. So now this is what I think is going to happen on Sol. We've already talked about that. Fine. So let's go look at Ethereum. And I want to show you what happened in Ethereum because me and Groot were talking about this earlier. Let's do Ethereum. Back in the day, you kids don't remember because a bunch of you kids weren't on here, but Ethereum ran all the way up to dang near $1,500, $1,480, I believe. From there, where did it fall down to? All the way down to $79, $77, depending on the exchange. A little bit of arbitrage there. Man, what makes you think Solana can't do something similar? Ethereum fell 94%. If we did the same thing for Solana, which isn't the best thing to do, I'll admit, 94% from the top. Where would that put us, folks? That's roughly the top. Roughly $14. Does that sound like the next big thing to you? Does it sound like the next big thing to you? No, it doesn't. It sounds like any other coin with any other utility that actually doesn't have any utility yet, because you can't go to the grocery store and buy anything with Solana. First of all, 99.9% of the world have never even heard of Solana. So how can it be the next big thing? Secondly, it's falling in price like a rock in a river. Okay? Let's not be stupid here. Let's not buy things that look terrible and have no purpose other than to continue to fall. When we get more points of emphasis here and we see some buy signals, I'd be happy to tell you that it's going to go up. However, what do we see right now? This is the definition of a falling knife. Every time we get a little bit of upward price, we slap the basic first go indicator. We keep failing the 821 over and over and over and over again. Until that breaks, why buy? You are likely to make no money. And if you do make some money, it's not worth the risk that you took to make it. So don't do it. Past month, 3x calls, 4x dead wasps. First live I've called. Much love, folks. Andrew's stupid, dude. So New York of you, Nick. He says, afternoon, everyone. That's great. Like a rock in a river, bro. That's the best way to put it. Sometimes people just don't like to listen. Found some time to join. What's up, Ray? Good to see you, brother. What about shorting it until the bottom? Not a bad play, okay? The thing is, you're already down 80%. So trying to go from 80 to 94 is only 14% left. Is it worth the risk to you? Or is it worth the risk just to sit on the sidelines and wait on something to improve? Because you may have already missed all your really, really good shorting opportunities. If you're going to short this, you need to be able to get in and get out, because I don't trust that the bottom is in any one particular area, okay? As you see, right here to right here, about another 30%, like I said. So, yeah, you can make that, but how long is that going to take? Man, that thing could jog right for months and months and months. Then you're going to be stuck in a leverage trade paying the fees that you would pay, the funding fees that you would pay for a really long time. That would make the trade almost not even worth it. So be smart about that. Solana had issues yesterday, I think. Not the first time I'd heard either. Correct, and it's going to continue to have problems. This is not the first time they've shut the entire network down because of issues. And if it's the next big thing, can't get your shit to work right. Come on, man. And I'm not, before anyone says it's not FUD, if it's true. It's FUD if it's not true. And if I'm telling you the truth, you just can't handle the truth. Okay? I don't do bullshit here. Some people in the Discord asked me to do some stuff, so I'm going to do it now. If you haven't done so, you can go to the website right here and find all the pertinent information that you need. Right here's our Discord. Simply just click Discord, and it sends you right over. Here's our Patreon. To fully unlock the Discord, we recently created a new channel full of instructional information, full of educational material. There's so much to read that you can't possibly read it all in a short period of time. From the Holy Grail to instructional videos to every trading handbook we found pertinent. The admins filled it up. Okay, so there's a ton of stuff to go read over there. That's educational information in the Discord. And you get that when you sign up for Patreon. If you want a one-on-one, here you go. Here's my one-on-one calendar. I am booked up until next month on the 9th when I have 3 times available. Okay? Best I can do is the 9th of July if you want to get in now. Going to be a minute. Sorry. I know that. Doing the best I can. So, as far as that goes, all the information you need is over here. You can learn with us. So, let's go to KCS, which someone wanted me to talk about. Here's KCS on KuCoin. My dog is going nuts in there. Sorry. As we see, KCS had a nice little run up on the daily, starting to fail, and it's done nothing but, let me pull up a better chart. There's got to be another one somewhere. Let's try that. There we go. That KuCoin chart's better. I like to pull up the top one, but what I've noticed is some of these on the top ones aren't that great. So I've been going down one or two in the list here. You know, this does have a good look, and you see it's broken the 8 and the 21 EMA, and it's kind of sitting in between $16 and $18, ranging back and forth. Let's pull up the pivots real quick and have a gander at that. Over the pivot, under R1, that's not good enough. Under the cloud, not good enough. Forward pivots for next time, that's not going to matter right now. We just moved them. Let's look at a higher time frame here. All right. Oh, that's a big time monthly hammer candle right here. I really like the look of that monthly hammer candle. Look at all of that buy pressure. That's great. That being said, be very careful because this thing could still range for several months. Let's put the Bollinger Bands up there and see what they look like. Bet they look different. Oh yeah, Bollinger Bands are still very, very, very wide, as you see. This may need a little bit of time to consolidate and move to the right for these bands to tighten up before we get any kind of worthwhile upward movement. Now, the weekly has pretty tight bands. Under the pivot, though, not the greatest. So, again, this could continue to flounder around here and jog to the right. Even though we have a buy signal on the daily, be careful because you still are quite noticeably under the trend line right here. Yep, that's got to break that trend line before we see anything crazy. So this thing, again, may jog to the right, dribble along, and hit this trend line and fail some more. I don't think the downtrend's over. We have no evidence at all to think the downtrend's over. And if that's the case, you need to play this. You need to play the cards close to your chest and not do anything crazy, okay? That's the best thing to do. Now, you may not want to do that, but that's probably the best thing to do. VGT. All these were requested. Vanguard. Vanguard's still in a bit of a downtrend on the weekly. We looked at this a little bit ago. That did break a short-term trend line here. We come over here and pull like this. It kind of did break that on the daily. You see there? Kind of broke that trend on the daily, and it's sitting over the pivot right now, perched up like it wants to do something. However, weekly still hasn't broken this gnarly little downtrend over here. Under S1 may take some time to play out. We did have a bit of a relief over the last week for equities in general. You saw a lot of equities bounce back some after having big time falls, especially for equities that don't typically fall that fast, like Tesla, Facebook, Google, Amazon, Apple. You don't normally see them fall that far that fast. And if that's the case, a relief rally is kind of needed. Those little upward movements where the bears take their profits and leave you with the rest, okay? Happens a lot. So I don't hate Vanguard here, but I'd like to see it do a little more. Looks decent. We look at the indicators. They're all kind of trying to turn up on the weekly, but they haven't yet. Something just failed. Oh, that was a bird behind me hitting the window. Ha. Yeah, daily doesn't look bad. Like I say, I want to see a little bit more improvement here. Beware, it may jog to the right. Klein, that's CLNE. CLNE. Clean Energy Fuels Corp. Ooh, okay. Similar story here. 821 EMA, you've broken it and you have a cross up, so you do have a daily buy signal. You're under R1, 2, and 3, so you haven't broken anything super significant other than this short-term trend line here. That did break. That's awesome. Is this worth the risk? It may be worth a poke. Just set you a nice tight stop loss. So if anything bad happens, you're able to get out. RSI is trending up. That's not bad. MACD is trending up. That's not bad. Cool. Let's look at the other moving averages in here. Get these Bollinger Bands off. Add in the moving averages. If you want a custom indicator like this, we have these in the Discord as well. Under custom indicator scripts, you click the Word document, you copy, you paste it, you stick it in the Pine editor down here. And before you know it, you have an indicator, a custom indicator. Then you save it in your templates and you're good to go. All right, so we got a lot of moving averages all stuck right here between R1 and 3. And these are going to have to hit one by one and cross one by one, which means they may short-term fail. Okay, so let's be careful about jumping into this and thinking it's going to fly, because that may not be the case at all. As you see, there is another trend line kind of back here, okay, that hasn't broken yet. All right, let's be smart about this. Play this close to the chest as well. Even though you have a buy signal, be careful and set a nice stop loss. If you don't set a stop loss, set a nice alert on there so it alerts you, tells you, hey, wait, hold up. Things may not go as good as I thought they were going to go, okay? Hey, what's up, Mr. Vault? Stuck in along on ETH. Do I wait it out or for it to go back up? Ah, man. It is, there's nothing right now that says it's going to go back up. That's the way I look at it. Solana, let's see. It's really good. Just started a few days ago. Thanks, brother. AVAX. I don't know if we have time. Let me do ZNOG. ZNOG is Zion Oil and Gas. Yeah, Zion Oil and Gas has been wild. We were actually analyzing this last night on the Zoom meeting. Didn't do a live stream, just did a Zoom. Didn't have time for all the extra stuff. Had to get some rest because I had to get up early this morning and handle the kids. So what do we see here? We've broken this upward 382 fib. Every indicator is high and actually overbought. So I'm thinking we may fail here at R3 temporarily, but I do like these upward targets around 42 cents to 58 cents and upper targets above that near 70 cents. It may take a bit to get there, but Zion Oil and Gas particularly seems to be moving up well. This segment of investments, this segment of equities seems to be doing its own little thing when it comes to energy and fuels. Then they have segments like technology, segments like manufacturing, segments like pharmaceuticals. All of them kind of move together. And then everyone's kind of connected to the Dow and the SPX 500. So as you see, this is clearly parabolic and clearly going up, and we can't sell it off completely until we see a sell signal, which we do not have. Okay. NVIDIA Corporation. This is another one that fell really far, really fast while their products are in high demand, okay? You have no reason for this to have fallen as far as it did. Daily, you just got an 821 EMA cross with 2 over the 8 EMA. So you've got what you want to see on the 8 and 21. You are stuck under every moving average. This is going to have to fight its way through as well. It may not be a quick run, okay? MACD is turning up but hasn't broken the midline yet, so you have plenty of room to move on that. RSI trending up over 50. Can it hold above 50? Well, we'll find out. And if it does, that's good and bullish. You're under R1, but you are over the pivot, so you're in more bullish than bearish territory, which is good. We're still stuck under this trend. As you see, this has been short since December. We had a long signal here after we broke trend right here. You see this? You had a little trend right here. Clear this off. Right there, you had a little trend. It broke right here. It gave us a buy signal here. We wrote it up. Hit this other trend line. Would have sold that for sure. You have no evidence that it's going to fail it. I mean, it's going to break it and keep going. After that, you started failing moving averages rapidly. This thing did blow through the 200-day moving average really fast, which is right in here. Okay. This red line is the 200-day moving average. As you see, it blew right through it and never tested it. Typically, that doesn't happen. Typically, anything hits the 200-day moving average and kind of bounces. And it did back here, as you see. Bounced, went under, bounced. This time, it did not bounce. And it hasn't tested it in quite a while. Historically speaking, the 200-day moving average is the strongest magnet on the chart. What do I mean by that? What I mean by it is the price typically comes back to it and tests it at a certain point. Just the way it is. And rarely does it fly away from the 200 when it gets to it. Okay? You just got to wait on it because it tends to bounce around it. Okay? It hasn't hit it in quite a long time. And for that to be said, says something. Now, will it get up there? Man, it's going to be a tough road. It's not just going to be an easy run up. There are barriers in the way. And if there are barriers in the way, we must wait it out. Let's just be smart about this. The difference in this chart and the ZNOG chart, the Zion Gas and Oil I showed you, is the price was above all the moving averages. On this one, the price is under all the moving averages, thus telling you not as good as what we want to see. Okay? So, what's up, ABAP? Good to see you. Do you do bet on ZNOG spread? It's ripping. Sorry to interrupt. No, I had no opportunity to do it. I came in here, handled the kids, got back home, grabbed a quick bite to eat, and then I came in here. That was it. I had no chance. But yeah, ZNOG's been great. Ken told us last night, Electric Ken from our group, one of the admins, told us that was going to happen because he was charting the shit out of it. Okay. Alex, someone else asked me, is it worth the risk to you to short it? All right. If you're going to short it, you better have a tight stop loss and you better be prepared to take your profits because there's no telling exactly how far it can go down or if there's going to be a relief rally anytime soon. If a relief rally comes in, that's going to hurt people's feelings and get you wrecked. So if you're going to short it, have a stop loss set for God's sakes, because otherwise you're going to get smoked. Digital Al, what's up, dude? So unfortunately, you came in right as I was getting ready to stop because it's 10:30. I only have about 30 minutes to do this. I've got to get dressed. I got to go grab my truck, drive all the way across town to get my kids. I got to go drive across town to grab one of the kids. I got to come back, hit the meeting that I got to go to. Then I got to go pick kids up. Then I got to pick up another kid an hour and a half away. They're all coming with me. Then I'm going to group them all together and I'm going to get them to the swimming pool. It's going to be a big circle. So anyway, I'll be back Tuesday, hopefully full on stream Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday like normal. We'll have our normal unlimited Zoom chat after the stream on Thursday. I'm going to try to do one on Wednesday as well for everybody in the unlimited chat. Also, if I can, I'm not positive. So I'll see you guys then. Thank you for stopping in. Thank you for coming by to hang out with me. I appreciate the hell out of it. You didn't have to come, but you did. So in the words of the late, great, notorious B.I.G., if you could have been anywhere in the world, you chose to be here with me. I appreciate that shit indefinitely. Thank you. For y'all out there in the rest of the world working, have a good day. Enjoy your Friday. Enjoy your weekend. Drinks up. I'll see y'all in the next stream. Peace.